Obviously, when TikTok goes away, it'll be hard to know what fragrances are duping what. If you're not following me, it'll even be harder. A lot of people see this TikTok ban as a crisis, but I see it as an opportunity to grow our YouTube community, our fragrance YouTube community. The ban might have taken TikTok from us, but guess what? The fragrance community isn't going anywhere. If anything, we're just leveling up. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lattafa. This is your hub for new exclusive fragrances, dupe specifically, budget conscious spenders, and we don't buy into the narrative that expensive means better quality, especially when it comes to fragrances. We know that's not the narrative anymore. As dupe brands are starting to improve their quality. I've said this before in so many videos, so I won't go over it again. Today we're gonna talk about a dupe brand specifically that's making waves in the fragrance community and fragrances for years. Lattafa is quickly becoming a go-to fragrance house, whether it be luxury niche, but with so many dupes, with so many fragrances, with so many sub-brands that they have under Lattafa, how do you as a consumer know which ones are worth it? Don't worry, that's where your boy comes in. If you wanna get into fragrance collecting, this is the best place to be at. I've even put together a Lattafa PDF of their new dupes. This is the most updated version. I'll put it in the link in the description below for people to check it out if you're interested. First fragrance that we're going to talk about today is Lattafa Vintage Radio. I love the design, I love the bottling, I love the presentation. Has a vintage radio on the front. It's a dupe to INITIO Paragon, which is Kai Sanat's favorite fragrance, by the way. If you go to Dillard's, you're probably going to pay around $400 for INITIO Paragon. And this right here is a one-of-one dupe to INITIO Paragon, but it's only going to cost you around $30. You can't go wrong with a fragrance when it comes to that pricing, right? But it's not all about pricing, right? We're going to talk about the smell. Has a regular spray atomizer. There's nothing too crazy about it, but the smell, that's the sell. I want you to imagine burning a sweet, spicy amber candle. Think about the fresh wax being melted as the fire burns through that sweet, spicy candle wax with the oud undertone. You don't have many fragrances that smell like this. That's why I praise this fragrance so much, because it's not very common. People are going to remember your smell when they smell it. The top notes consist of lavender, sage, bergamot. You get a little bit of some plum in there, some sandalwood, some vanilla. It's a beautiful blend. You get all of those coming out at once. For the longevity of this, if you spray this on your clothes, you're going to get easily 7+ hours. The projection is moderate to good. The sillage is moderate to good. And the next fragrance is Lattafa Mashrabya. 10 out of 10 for the bottling. It looks like a $400, $500 expensive fragrance, but it's not. It's a dupe to KILLIAN Smoking Hot, right? If you love smoking hot, you're gonna love this. All right, let's see what the atomizer is hitting for. Very unique smell. It has the opening with the apple, the smoky oud at the same time. There's some unique notes in this fragrance that I've never seen before, and I don't think any of the fragrance has these notes, and I found that pretty interesting. Smoky oud. I've never heard of a fragrance that has smoky oud. This has smoky oud in it. Apple shisha accord. Apple shisha is a unique synthetic apple shisha accord note that is used in fragrances to make the smell of the apple last longer. As I told you guys before, the volatility, right, of the fruits, it's super high, so they don't last long. The apple shisha extends that apple note, which to me strengthens the oud smoke smell with the caramel, the vanilla, the cinnamon, the tobacco, right? Beautiful smell right here for sure. It's unique. This is okay for projection. This is okay for sillage, but for longevity, you're gonna get a pretty good longevity with this, especially if you spray on your clothes. You probably have to wash it off. Ladies and gentlemen, Ajwa. Lattafa has definitely had a lot of clones for PENHALLIGON fragrances. This is one of them. This is a dupe to Legacy of Petra by PENHALLIGON. I love the bottling, the packaging. It looks like the house that SpongeBob lived in. Let's look at the atomizer. Decent spray atomizer. It's a nice, deep, bittersweet, aromatic licorice smell. Refined and pleasant for fall and winter activities. The boozy cinnamon note is present, but just in the background of the fragrance. Opening of it has that salty, peppery, sweet smell. You get notes of dates, benzoin, incense. You're gonna get at least 6+ hours out of this fragrance right here. The next one is Ajwad by Lattafa. This is a dupe to MONTALE Intense Cafe. The tribal design on the front, kind of like a dashiki. Atomizer, regular spray atomizer for the smell. You have like this metallic, rosy smell with the opening of the fruits, right? It's very floral. And you have the undertones of the oud at the same time. You have to be a confident man to be able to pull this fragrance off. Tafa al Nobu Ameer, dupe to Al Rosendo, or maybe even BABYCAT. You have a bottle wrapped around in suede packaging with the gold trim atomizer, regular spray atomizer. Let's get some of the smell. It's a smoky vanilla smell. You have some pink pepper in the same time, incense, and then it has like this relaxation, calming factor to it, almost like a essential oil, like rosemary in there too at the same time. Uniquely blended fragrance. Al Noble Ameer by Lattafa. Next one, Lattafa Nasheet. Yeah, you ain't shh. You not shh. Lattafa Nash. Yeah, so I love this fragrance right here because it's a dupe to one of my favorite fragrances, INITIO. Now I'm gonna explain why this fragrance right here is a good dupe to buy. The best part of INITIO, everybody knows, is like when the vanilla is at its peak, right? And it doesn't get to that smell initially. It takes time. It develops into it, but when it gets into it, it's so beautiful. This right here gets to that as soon as you spray it. It's not as balanced as INITIO, but you know how Lattafa Asad transitions after some time? That's kind of how INITIO is. This one right here stay the same all the way through. It's great for layering, great to wear with other fragrances right here. I love this fragrance for sure. I wear it with a lot of patchouli. I wear it with a lot of pistachio fragrances. It goes great with pistachio. Yes, the next one is Al Arabiya Royal Blends. Al Arabiya Royal Blends comes in this gold bottle, gold cap with the black trim on the top of the cap. You can kind of see where the juice is on the bottom. They kind of separated it, made it glass on the bottom. Atomizer, regular spray atomizer. Opening of the smell, you get like this, okay, carroty, orange, fruity smell in the opening with, you got some spices, a low tone of some amber, right? But then you have some nutmeg in there at the same time. You have the woody notes, you have the musk, a unique and exotic blend. Like I said, all these fragrances that I've showed you, you're not gonna smell many people that are gonna smell like this, right? Royal Blends is a unique fragrance. Almost smells like an aloe vera, carrot, fruits, right? With the amber, the clove, you get a little bit some like spices in there at the same time. Before you jump into this fragrance, make sure you macerate it. Make sure you sit on it for like 2-3 weeks. This is a dupe to, oh, okay. Yeah. This is a dupe to Pulp by BYREDO. Next fragrance is Lattafa Mohra. Lattafa Mohra is a dupe to HALFETTI by PENHALLIGONS, another PENHALLIGONS dupe. If you like PENHALLIGONS, you're gonna love this fragrance right here. Open up regular spray atomizer, nothing crazy about it. You get a little bit of smell, opens up with this. It has a similar DNA to those fragrances like Blonde Amber, Clive Christian, Venom by Incarnate. That's similar, that candid orange with the chewy plum, the spicy aromatic opening with the patchouli forward undertone. You get the lavender, you get the saffron, you get the bergamot, you get the blood orange, you get the black pepper, you get some rose in there. It's blended well, smoothly with some cedar. Yes, some woody notes are in there also. You have the cedar in there at the same time that flows naturally into the sandalwood, and it's wrapped around the musk, the patchouli, right? One of those smells that for sure can be considered a signature smell. It smells elegant. The longevity you're gonna get out of this fragrance right here, you're gonna get at least 6 hours. Projection is pretty good. The CI is pretty good. Not too bad for the price that you're paying for this compared to the original. Before you judge it completely, let it macerate. You cannot talk about Lattafa without talking about Lattafa Asad. It's one of the best Lattafa dupes. Dupes to one of the best fragrances of all time, DIOR SAUVAGE ELIXIR, one of the most popular common fragrances of all time. Exactly like DIOR SAUVAGE ELIXIR, except for the dry down. It transitions to a warm, vanilla, creamy smell at the end of this fragrance. You're gonna love it in the opening. If you love DIOR SAUVAGE ELIXIR, it stays the same all the way through, but then it slowly transitions into that warm, vanilla, ambery smell. I've told you guys so many times, it smells to me like the cream Danish that you get from Starbucks, and they warm it up in the oven for 30 seconds. That smell that you get when you bite into that Danish and it melts in your mouth, that's the fragrance that you're gonna get when you spray this on your body and it transitions into this crowd pleasing, this inviting vanilla smell, right? That's what I get with this right here. Beautiful smell, affordable price. I paid like $20 for this. Lattafa Asad, 3.3 ounces. I think DIOR SAUVAGE ELIXIR is like $185 to $200. This is gonna last you at least 6 hours. You cannot talk about Lattafa without talking about Nebras. Lattafa Nebras is probably one of the best dupes of a dupe, like a dupe to Billie Eilish fragrances. I mean, obviously all celebrity fragrances are dupes. So this is a great fragrance right here because it smells very oriental, vanilla, sweet, very easy to blend with other fragrances. It brings out the best out of other fragrances. It can be worn by itself, but listen, it's unisex. Men and women can wear it. Women love this smell. Women compliment this smell. Every time they smell it on me, I love to blend it with Lattafa, the red bottle Sublime. And I also love to blend it with a pistachio smell and Lattafa Affection, which I'm going to talk about next. But the atomizer, regular spray atomizer, nothing crazy, right? The smell, obviously you're going to get like this crowd-pleasing oriental vanilla smell, right? Very attractive, very tantalizing, very sensualizing, very seductive smell right here, right? I love this smell because of its simplicity, but then it's very unique at the same time. Definitely a big compliment getter. You cannot go wrong with Nebras. I paid like $30 for this. It's just gonna stay on you. Like you're gonna have to wash it off to get rid of it. That's how great this is as far as like on your clothes. specifically synthetic material, because you know synthetic doesn't absorb the fragrance. It just lets it sit there, while cotton will absorb it and it will dilute the smell, right? So definitely you want to check out Lattafa, Nebras. You guys kind of already had a hint what was going to come next, and that is Lattafa Affection. Beautiful bottle, looks like a skyscraper with the roof on the top. LOVE. That's what you're going to smell like when you put this fragrance on. That's what you're going to be getting when you put this fragrance on. A lot of love, a lot of affection, right? Crowd pleasing smell right here. Look at the atomizer. Beautiful, smooth atomizer, nothing crazy about it. You have like this fresh minty, but yet warm at the same time, luxurious vanilla pistachio smell, and it envelopes, right? You have the minty opening and then it transitions and it allows the pistachio to shine. Great to be layered with vanilla. Most people that smell the top of Eclaire love this smell. It smells like the Bailey's drink, the Bailey's alcohol drink. You have the warm caramel with the apple, and then you have like a milky smell, right? It's a dupe to Bianco latte. Let's check out the atomizer, right? Nice, straightforward, regular spray atomizer. The Bianco latte smell, which is white milk, right? It's very creamy, very milky. Definitely one of those gourmand fragrances. Yes, we have Lattafa Royal Sapphire. Lattafa Royal Sapphire, beautiful bottling right here. You have the red with the gold, then you have the bronze, you have the gemstones in the middle. This is a beautiful smell. This is actually a dupe to Instant Crush by Montale. I've talked about it before in my other videos. Instant Crush by Montale, I want you to put your mind and think about the best part of Baccarat Rouge and the best parts of Aventus Creed. The smoky pineapple, and then you have the saffron, the ambroxan from the Baccarat Rouge. Those two parts blended together, that's what you get from this fragrance right here. This is like a pineapple-y version, if that's a word, of Baccarat Rouge. I love this smell right here for sure. It's one of those smells that's definitely going to get you a lot of compliments. It's definitely inviting, right? It's crowd pleasing, right? But then it has the familiar component to it, which is that Baccarat DNA, that Aventus DNA, right? So it's very tricky with this fragrance right here, right? You can't go wrong with it for sure. Regular spray atomizer, nothing crazy about it. Beautiful smell. You're going to get at least 7 hours out of this. It becomes a skin scent after the 5th hour, which is not too bad, right? Last but not least, I'm going to end with the fragrance that everybody had expected me to end with. Made by Lattafa. It comes with this amazing box, this amazing packaging, almost like a fridge. I always said that before, but I'm saying it again. The lights come on like a fridge, the inside of a fridge. You know, like when the fridge is dark, when it's closed, you open it up, lights come on, you know, you grab your snacks, your late night snacks, you get what I'm saying? But yes, the light reflects on the bottle, gives it more of a glow. The bottle color, well, before I get to the bottle color, let's talk about the inside of this packaging. The guts, suede guts, not just any kind of regular guts. You got them suede guts, right? Beautiful packaging. When you take it out, it's a regular all gold bottle. Obviously, you can tell they got the gem on the top, right? The red gem. This fragrance right here is the same colorway to the fragrance that is duping, which is Clive Christian Town and Country. That is a 50 ml for $600. This right here is a 3 ounce for $30. You cannot go wrong with that. This is a bomb. It's literally like a grenade. I would spray it and duck because it's gonna clear out the room. That's how strong it is. The projection is immaculate. The sillage is perfect. The longevity, you're gonna get 10 hours out of this fragrance easily. It's gonna last long. It's gonna stay strong all the way through. You get what I'm saying? Let's see the atomizer. Ooh, pressurized atomizer. This is the only Lattafa fragrance that I've talked about so far with a pressurized atomizer. Let's get the smell, the whiff. Okay, like I said, it has that similar body, that similar DNA. If you like fragrances like Bulgari Tigre, if you like fragrances like PENHALLIGONS, HALFETTI, if you like fragrances like Clive Christian Blonde Amber, if you like fragrances like Venom Incarnate, you're gonna love this fragrance right here. Similar, a lot of stuff in it, fresh citrusy opening, but then you have the spices that follow that citrusy opening, and then it produces like this enveloping aroma. You know what I'm saying? I definitely love this fragrance right here for sure. Gonna get you compliments, gonna get you noticed. When you walk in the room, people gonna definitely smell you before they see you. You feel me? Well, that was all for the Lattafa fragrances. Give me some other lines you guys want me to talk about. I can go into any other one. I can cover Paris Corner, all of their whole line. I can cover Afnan's whole line, Armaf's whole line. Thank you guys for tuning to the channel. My name is Lattafa. Fashion is my passion. If you think I'm handsome, pay my ransom.